What is up, everyone? We're in the Danger Zone. My name is Young Verso. Well, anyways, that's my YouTube name. My actual name, Cody Dinger, so that's why it's called a Danger Zone. Anyways, let's get into this. So today, we're going to be discussing this comic, Xtreme Xmen, issue number 9, that's been requested from the comic section. So let's dive straight into it, y'all. There we go. We have this little advertisement. Looks pretty cool. And then we have this page. There we go. Everyone should have been able to read that, and if not, well, you can pause it. There we go. There's that page. Cajun Center, New York. You look tired, Gene. Lately, Aurora, I feel like I live here, inside Cerebia, casting my thoughts out across the globe. I'm running the school now, by the way. New students, 2 combat teams, more threats than I can name. I have to say, Aurora, it's been a hell of a 21st century so far. Sydney, that's the location, I'm assuming. You must be exhausted. Some creature tried to torch my parents' house at Bard. Did I say Bard? Yeah, Bard College. It's kind of hard because I'm looking through the camera reading this, not directly at the comic. So I'm going to just look directly at the comic. The students prevented it. My father offered to resign from the facility instead. The school's administration issued a statement in total support of mutant rights. It's only going to get harder now that the Xavier Institute has been outed in a couple of hours. I give my first press conference, can you imagine? We can talk later if you like. Oh wait, that says if you'd rather. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to see if y'all can get the perfect camera angle as I'm trying to read, so it's a little bit of a struggle. Anyways, we may not have a later, and it's been too long since I spent my real time with my best friend. I've missed you too. And way too long since I got out, even if it's only in my imagination. Speaking of which, I'm assuming it's Gene and Stormy. There we go. So how are you? Fine, why? There's an edge about you. I haven't seen you like this in ages. And then there's Hank. How is he? All things considered, better than expected, but he still won't talk about Spain and Psylocke. He saw her killed. We were all helpless to save her. What about what happened to you in the Savage Land? He's a good friend. I worry about him. I worry about you too. Wait a minute. I don't believe it. Aurora Monroe, you have a boyfriend. I do not. Yeah, right. When was the last time you spent an hour trolling boutiques? So what's the deal? Do you want to encourage him or drive him away? I thought we had business. In your dreams, girlfriend. The hell of business. This is life. Let's find some more fun. I want to hear everything. Batman vs. Superman. Oh my god, it's so crazy, y'all. Then another little advertisement, it looks like, for a PlayStation game. Man, PlayStation 1 advertisement. That's old. I used to have one back in the day. I'm saying it's like I'm old or something. That's crazy. Anyways, hold up, y'all. Name's Remy LeBou. My friends call me Gambit. I don't have no appointment, but I hear Descending triad. We're anxious, so here I am, and you can call me Remy. You're standing before the ruling council of the triad, Yankee, accused of the murder of our leader, Gao Yang. What is this dude, Asian? Not even being racist, but it just sounds Asian. Or freaking, I don't know. Our gratitude goes to Red Lotus for presenting his grandfather's assassin for judgment. It is my pleasure, Examiner. Only the assassin to be judged is you. This Gambit has obviously used his inhuman powers to brainwash Red Lotus into making this foolish and unsubstantiated charge. You really think, but you really think Red Lotus is so easily swayed even by the likes of me? You'd be the traitor here, Mizoa. I think that's how the words is. I don't know. You sold out to your family. You betrayed a man who considered you his friend. You were the one who took his life. Ha! You expect us to believe such lies. Here is the proof. Documentary evidence of your collision with Sebastian Shaw in a hostile takeover not only of the Triad, but of all the major crime syndicates in Australia. You sold out your own blood for money. Actually, dear boy, for power. And I will have it yet. Not in a lifetime, home. Vomp! Throw D cards go boom. End of bad guy, end of story. Gambit is innocent, honored elders. If not for him and his friends, the Xmen, the Examiner would have betrayed you as he did Father Gao. And you'd have likely shared my grandfather's fate. We're in your debt and the X-Men's Red Lotus. Rest assured, the Examiner will be dealt with accordingly, as will his master. It's getting juicy, y'all. Not as juicy as the cover suggested, if you know what I mean. I've been involved with men before, Gene. Your odds haven't flashed like that since forever. This fella, does he take you dancing? Yes, and then? He's been a perfect gentleman. So what, you figure it's time to take the initiative? I don't know. If the spark is there, Aurora, build a fire. I don't want to see him hurt because of knowing me, because of what I am. But then again, his sister's a mutant too. What does she do? She's a lifeguard. Like TV? No, that's great. No, really? That describes her power. She saves lives. And this yummy looking drink, not gonna lie. I doubt it's still in existence anymore if it's in this comic book, for being honest. Spitballs? Bro, what? They're selling spitballs. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, let's get the camera set, y'all. Sorry for the, all the movement, because I can't just have my one camera just sit still somewhere and look at this. Scan's too wide. Let me see if y'all can see the text. One moment, Heather Cameron is sitting by Sage's bedside in a world that's totally familiar. The next, she isn't. Where am I? Think, girl, there was a flash of light around me and around Sage. This must have something to do for her, too. I almost just burped. That's not part of the comic, by the way, the burp part. Anyways, it'll take days to get to that fortress, but it's only the structure in sight. Click. Oh. Cue my body's responding to the potential for danger by transforming into golden armor. Dang, it's kind of too bright there on that spot, so you can't see it as well, but I'm heading right for the fortress like a supersonic rocket when I hit that wall. And I don't know what the frick that's supposed to be. Why is this in the comic, bro? We don't care about that dude's hands. Get your hands out of here, boy. Sock puppet video games or something, bro? Bro, freaking showing us sock puppets now. It's like I just smashed through a mountain. Where now? This looks familiar. Of course, from the news. It's a village in the Balkans. That girl, she's Sage? Better to thump some heads now, sort out the details later. I'll side with the kid against the mob anytime. Hey, what happened? This isn't church at all. And that girl's a teenager in a goofy costume. But if he's supposed to be the founder of the X-Men, why is he yelling at Sage like that? Is that the bald dude from TV? Yeah, Charles Xavier. My X-Men are heroes, Tessa. You are a spy. Their lives will be defined by honor, yours by your capacity to betray. This can't be right. No way could Storm and others put their faith in a man who was so cruel. Care for a taste? Can't. There's too much static in your brain to pick up your pleasure centers. It's the electrical forces you control. They prevent any deeper probes. Feel better to know you have... Ugh. Hold up. Feel better to know you have some privacy. Actually, yes. I'm glad you're being careful, Cassandra Nova. It's like nothing and no one we have ever faced. Storm? Charles Xavier is the most powerful telepath on Earth. And she switched identities with him in an instant right before our eyes, and we never realized. I never realized. She infected Charles with a kind of psychic Alzheimer's. I never knew how to pronounce that word, to be honest. That's killing him. And I don't know how to stop it, and I'm desperately afraid she's done even worse to the rest of us. Yeah, I think that word's either Alzheimer's or Alzheimer's. I think that's what it is. Anyways, that's why we're meeting like this instead of in person. You're to consider the mansion quarantined and the home team of X-Men as plague carriers. We can't afford passing on the infection. Are things really that bleak? Sitting here with you, the answer's easy, but I can't afford to fool myself. We've only scratched the surface with Cassandra. Cassandra, shorty. Oh my God. Ugh. Okay. Let me move around real quick, y'all. Here we go. Sage is moving up in the world, but this place, the way she's dressed, it gives me the creeps. She doesn't belong here. The man she's dancing with, that isn't Xavier. He's the one the X-Men told me about, the one they believe caused the murder of my real father. Sebastian Shaw. I've seen enough time to take some action. I can't move. Why can't I speak? Well, what have we here? I know the uniform, but not your face. Are you a new recruit? Don't bother struggling, sweetness. I've taken away your ability to move and speak. I am Lady Mastermind. In the tangible world, I create illusions. In the province of the mind, my illusions become reality. I like your armor, though it's no defense against me. I'll just remove it and see what kind of psychic powerhouse the X-Men sent to rescue their pet Mentat. A lifeguard? It's the very best those losers can send against me? A lifeguard? I see in your thoughts that you're the Viceroy's daughter, so your whole life is built on a lie. Your biological father was supreme boss of the Australian underworld. Let's see how you hold up, girlie. Hopefully you last a little longer than your dear daddy. It was child's play to convince him he was at the bottom of the ocean. He drowned in a room full of fresh air. He wasn't a mutant, lady. Damn, that's just kind of cruel for real. A challenge. Do you taste as delicious as you look? Nice try. But my own powers kicking in to deal with anything she throws my way. Once I figure out how to control this, I'm gonna kick her. Wait, that's it. If all I do is react to her threats, how can I take the initiative? How can I defeat her? The answer, darlings, you can't. Arr! That scream. Neil, look at her back. Is she bleeding? Something's going wrong. We have to wake her. Do that, Davis. You risk losing both their lives. If Heather's fighting Lady Mastermind, waking her won't matter. I'm sorry, Davis. Win or lose, she's on her own. Boom. Another PlayStation game. That looks neat. I actually kind of like that. You have no shields against my telepathy, pet. I know your plans the moment you create them. Does this hurt? Well, this is only the beginning. I've been playing with minds my whole life. You're through. Never. Your telepathy can't help. If thought and action come as one. Kick. You've got to be kidding me. I have a gift for you, Tessa. A token of my faith in you. My loyalty to you is absolute, Sebastian. Soon you'll have your chance to prove it. Amateur. I'd love to play some more, but I'm here on business. Sage used to work for my employer. Turned out she was a double agent working for him. Instead for the X-Men's founder, Charles Xavier. One last door for Tessa to open, Sebastian. Once she kills Sage, she's yours. What about this lifeguard? Dead as dust. I was taught by the best, lady, and you haven't been paying attention. But the face is Sage. The figure in the door is supposed to be her, but it's lifeguard. Somehow they pulled a switch. The uniform and the armor, they're lifeguard. Right in your nose, I hide deep inside Heather's mind, and you've never noticed, amateur. Crack! Sorry about that, y'all. That weird blur that happened all of a sudden. Quick-witted, cunning, and utterly ruthless, just as I remember. I've missed you, Tessa. Can't wait to have you back. This is the woman who betrayed me. All you have to do is pull the trigger, kill her, and liberate yourself. No! Boom! The pawn of a man who felt for her nothing but contempt. Let's go home, Sage. Please, let's go home. Another PlayStation game advertisement, but this time PlayStation 2. Ah! Heather! Sis, get away from me. Get away! Get away! Get away! Are you alright? Sis, stop thrashing! Witch, get out of my head. What did you do to me? Your shirt's soaked with blood. You've got to be hurt, Pat. Neil, look, there isn't a mark on her. The blood was an external manifestation of the illusion created by Lady Mastermind. With Lady Mastermind defeated, the illusion vanished. You used me! Only while it was necessary. You have power, or without the skill to wield it properly. Does that make it right? Next time, perhaps I'll ask first. And what did you do to Lady Mastermind? Says the psychic force of the bullet meant for me struck her psyche. Consider it a taste of her own medicine. That looks pretty cool. There we go. I'm gonna turn off Flash next time. Flash is what's been making it blurry. At that moment, in Sebastian Shaw's office, this is a private office. You can't just barge in. Detective Inspectors Bishop in Baltimore. This is official business. We already have the examiner and Regan Wingard, your little lady mastermind in police custody. And what could this possibly have to do with me, inspectors? I'm a businessman, pure and simple. We know what you planned, Shaw, but law enforcement must base its action on proof of which you have none. The gangs know too. They have a due process of their own. Is that a threat? Not if you're a businessman, pure and simple. May Rose, the officers are leaving. Not quite what we hoped. So we keep trying till we get it right. In the meantime, what do you think of dinner? As a partner or as a friend? As your partner and friend. Works for me. That's cool. Nice. You're upset. Concerned. You're on the other side of the globe and not showing the slightest strain. Haven't seen you demonstrate that level of power since. Just doing what comes more and more naturally these days. I suppose that's why I hold so tightly to the parts of my life and the relationships that are normal, to remind myself to what it's like to be human. I can't stay much longer. Cassandra's gone to the Shi'ar, masquerading as Xavier. God knows what she's doing up there, or what she'll try when she comes back. But she will come back. And God dang. But she will come back. We'll have to fight her. That's why I want you and your team to stay clear. You're my whole card, our best chance to take her by surprise. That would make a pleasant change considering how often recently been on the receiving end of them. Do you think it's coincidence Vargas and Cassandra appearing almost simultaneously? One the epitome of physical powers, the other psychic. Are they somehow related? We can't ignore the possibility. I need the volumes of Destiny's diaries that were left in the mansion. They may provide some insight and possibly a means to defeat our adversaries. We searched the mansion attic to basement. I'm sorry, Oro, but they're gone. Possibly of Cassandra. To be honest, I don't know much mind. Not knowing the future, I'm free to hope. I choose to believe that's what makes me Phoenix. Cassandra told Scott that everyone has a bug room, where you get to confront your own personal private monsters. A little atrocity to complement the big one she caused. My mind was wondering. Well, whenever she looks into her own bug room, she's going to find me waiting. Then we'll see. Aurora, Storm, are you in here? Didn't you hear me call? Sorry, Rogue. God dang. Don't worry, I'm gonna record better for y'all next time. Sorry. Roga's questions galore. Like, what the heck happened to you when I came through the doorway in the moments between that bolt of lightning, my eyes adjusting? It hardly seemed to matter in the face of what greets them in Sage's room. Sage restored, Gambit cleared of all charges and no longer to target police or crime syndicates, villains, murders, and the like brought to justice. And best of all, new friends made. Whatever shadows lurk in the days ahead, regardless of those that haunt their recent past, for this band of X-Men, the light of their victory burns bright and clear. They fought the good fight, and they won. Bro, what is this? That's funny for real. That's funny. Not gonna lie, Rogue's my favorite woman X-Men, and Wolverine's my favorite guy X-Men. Gambit's my second favorite guy X-Men. There we go. More advertisement stuff. That's cool. That's cool. That's the end.